4 words per line and 4096 sets. How big is catch in bytes? So we need to find out the size of the catch. So there are it is 8-way set associative catch, and there are 32-bit words and 4 words per line and 4096 sets. Total number of sets is 4096. Option A is 512 kilobytes, B 64 kilobytes, 256 kilobytes and 1024 kilobytes. So here the 4 words per line were there. The solution you can find out like this. So how many words are there? 4 words per line, and 32 bits are 4 byte words. There are number of word is 32 words, 32 bits is word, and 4 words per line. So how many lines will be there? 32 bit means 4 bytes. So 4 into 4, 16 bytes per line. So number of bytes per line is 16 bytes. 16 bytes per line. So the number of sets 4096, as it is 8-way set associative, so there are 8 lines in each set. So that's why the catch size is, we can estimate like this, 16. So the number of these things are 16 into 8 into 4096, 16 lines. So there are 8-way set associative into 8 and 4096 bytes per each set. So total it is nothing but 2 power 4 into 2 power 3 into 4096 is 2 power 12. 12 plus 3 plus 4. So we can rename like this. It is 2 power 4 into 2 power 3, 2 power 4 into 2 power 3 into 2 power 2 into 2 power 10, we can write like this. So it become 9. So 512k, 512k, because 2 power 10 is 1k. So option A is correct here. So the size of the catch is option A, that is this one. Clock period if the memory bus speed is 50 megahertz. So 50 megahertz is the memory bus speed given. We need to find out the period of the clock period we have to find out. So we have to determine the clock period. So we can do like this. Actually the memory bus speed is given as 50 megahertz. The clock speed is directly, we can take as 10 power 9 divided by 50 megahertz. Mega means 10 power 6 nanoseconds. So this is nothing but 10 power 3 by 50 nanoseconds. That means 1000 by 50. 1000 by 50 means 20 nanoseconds. So option C is the correct option. If a memory system consists of a single external cache with an access time of 20 nanoseconds and a hit rate of 0.92 and a main memory with an access time of 60 nanoseconds, what is the effective memory access time of the system? So here there is only one external cache and whose access time is 20 nanoseconds, and the hit rate is 0.92, and memory access time is given as 60 nanoseconds. So here we need to find out the effective memory access time. So the effective memory access time can be calculated based on this hit rate. For example, if you take 0.92 hit rate, so 92% of the time, what is the access time here? 20 nanoseconds, because all the 92% of the time we found that entry in the cache memory, so it takes 20 nanoseconds. So the remaining 0.08, it is, we have to go for main memory. So we have to search in the cache first. Again, if it is not found, we have to go for main memory. So the total it will be 60 plus 20, 80 nanoseconds. So 8% of the time it is 80 nanoseconds and 92% of the time it is 20 nanoseconds. So the value will be 18.4 plus 6.4. So this 6.4, it will be 8, 14, 24.8 is the correct answer. 24.8 nanoseconds. Option B is the right option here. The decimal equivalent of the 2's complement number given in the hexadecimal encoding as A6, which is given in hexa. We need to find out the decimal equivalent of this. So here A6, which is given in hexa, is a 2's complement number. That means it is a usually the negative numbers will be in the 2's complement. So A6 can be written as 1010, 6 is 0110. This is the hexa code, binary coded hexa. So this which position it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 2 power 7 and it is 2 power 5. This is 2 power 2. This is 2 power 1. So these values only we need to find out. But this leftmost bit is for a sign. So 1 means it's a negative sign. So 120, 2 power 7 means minus 128 plus 2 power 5 is 32 plus 4 plus 1. So it will be 37 minus 128 plus 37. If you subtract 37 from 128, so that is 1, 12 minus 3 is 9. This is 1 is not there because it is 2 power 0, 2 power 1 means it is 2. So it will be 38. So when 38 is subtracted, we will get 90, minus 90. Minus 128 plus 38 is minus 90. So it is option A. Option A is correct.
A recurrence relation is given and we have to express that recurrence relation in terms of asymptotic notations. The given recurrence relation is T of n is equal to T of 2n by 3 plus C. It is in the form of T of n is equal to A into T of n by B plus f of n. Here A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 3 by 2. If we find n power log a to the base b, we will be getting it as 1 and f of n is constant in this case. If we apply case 2 of Master's theorem, case 2 of Master's theorem, we can write this as T of n is theta of n power log a to the base b log n. So here theta of n power log a to the base b is nothing but 0 into log n. So this is nothing but theta of log n, which is option C.
Function